Talk about OCD or whatever. I was just about to pack that board away, and then I thought, nah, I'll have another look at it. Something bugging me.
Okay, right, so...
It's to do with this circuit here.
It's quite understandable. Are you going to worry more than most parents?
Know that this second board I'm working on had a hot start problem where this DTACK line here would float and the board wouldn't start up after it had been on for several hours. Well,
Yeah, so with the throat, I think, you know, it's
now,
reasonable that...
it not having a pull-up resistor isn't a mission, it is a design flaw. But I started to think last night, surely it was set up in software so that it wasn't floating. Also, youve here, I think their choice of chip they used for that, I think there's maybe some internal pull-up or something in here. So,
or worrying, come back. Yeah, you're getting more in now. My kids do that too. Yeah.
Oops. I've got a different page there, hold on.
Anytime you want to come up, you know, just let us know.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Bye-bye.
So we can ignore the top half of that for the minute. That's just for memory select, for the sound processing stuff. It's this part here. If this DTACK line is floating, and youve here can't determine where it's high or low, for some reason this tends to buck trend. It tends to allow the output of this to drift low. Now a low signal here would lock that high.
What do you mean by below?
Memory ready would stop working, so it wouldn't matter. But any of the rest of this is doing, that would just stop working, that would be jammed high. Board can't run like that. The processor would be sitting waiting for that to drop low.
How long has this been going on?
I think. So putting the pull-up resistor on here forces this high. So even if it's floating, it's been read as a high, and that can take off because this is an AND gate. If that and that's high, that will be high. Set will be high, which means it's off, and memory ready here will just follow what it's getting on D. So I got to thinking, well, why isn't it setting this in software? It must set it in software at startup eventually. Without the pull-up resistor, reset flashes a couple of times, then the board takes off. After it's been on for several hours, you cycle the power, and this is floating, and this is gone low. And eventually it'll try and drag itself high, but it's not doing it in time for the reset to happen, which means this is stuck high. So I'm thinking, well, why would this not be set? So you have to look further back in the chain for the fault. I know the board's working, so I know there's not a fault here because all this is responding normally. It's all doing what it's supposed to do. And it's not anything else with the CPU causing problems or anything in memory. Everything here is running. This clock up here is running. This gate is doing what it's supposed to. That's doing exactly what it's supposed to. That's new, and this is new. And it's not anything to the other side of it either.
Well done, Derek. Come on in.
I did see what I thought was just an anomaly with my logic probe before.
Okay, apart from this.
It's to do with...
I don't know what's going to happen now because the physiotherapist said he can't do any more.
How many sessions have you had?
This.
I had 6 in Nepal, and I saw him about 4 times, I think.
Enable CIA line there goes to the chip selector. This is 68681.
And you had an injection in your left.
That, I can read a high low pulse there.
I didn't even know he'd done it.
Now here's where it gets interesting.
1 to 10, how bad is your pain in the left?
If you're watching this, if you're extremely bored, you're probably thinking, ooh, when's this going to stop? I just kind of put something down until I'm perfectly happy with it.
Doreen suffers from something called
Come from here.
which is recently
Penny to this.
change and called greater trochanteric pain syndrome.
The penny to this, I can't read the high or low signal. I can read the high. I don't see a low pulse on the probe. Switch to my older logic probe and I see a dim low pulse. My new one, I don't see the low pulse.
Very mild, isn't it?
but I can hear it in the sound it's making.
Just a bit different when you get that
So I thought,
range, don't you?
well,
So,
it's just an anomaly with the probe, because my other probe, which is a little bit,
out.
it works a little bit differently. It can see a dim low
I
pulse.
just go.
You go spaced out.
Yeah,
My new probe, I don't know, it's more sensitive or less sensitive, whatever. I can't see the low pulse, but I can hear it.
But the wait can be up to a year.
So
So what I'm
I
going
ruled
to
this
do
out
is
as a
I'll try it that way,
just a
as well as refer you
strangeness
to
with the logic probes and how they work.
Say that, well, we've tried
Maybe this
everything,
is
and we need a bit
the state of
more
this is
help.
changing too fast.
Now, it was tramadol
It's
that
74
made you very
HD154 by the way, it's just a
spaced out,
multiplexer.
didn't it?
Put me in hospital.
You vomited with codeine and felt awful.
But I can read lower high
So
pulses
the
here and I can read lower high pulses
30
here.
milligrams or 8 milligrams. We could try
And I can read
codeine
a
at the
low high
low
pulse
dose
at the
of
other
8
end of this line.
milligrams.
Okay.
And the advice is to take
But that
2,
gets me
but
to
just
thinking,
try
well,
one.
Okay.
maybe there's an
Try to
internal
make
pull
your
up on this
quality
line
of life a bit better while you
in the
wait.
chip.
How about at home? Are you managing sort of
So
walking and getting
I
around?
can't get up the stairs. It's terrible. The garden's like a mess.
is this chip actually working?
How do you feel about if someone comes and just checks things at home?
Let's have a
to
look
see
at
if
that.
they can do anything to help.
The thing is,
Right, I'll show you. See U10 here, this is what's got me miffed. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but I can hear the state change on the pin. But I can't see it. See? Can't see it. Ever. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted there. I can hear all the inputs pulse. That's the address pin. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. That's the drive coming out the gal chip. And I can see that as well, but I cannot see 8. Now I wrote that it was just an anomaly with the logic probe at first, like I said, because the board's working. See? It's working. But I'm wondering if that is... You actually put this in a machine and you start to drive like the whole board, that this will start to fall over. So I'm going to try something. Turn it off a minute. I've got another 74154 here. I'm going to pop this over the top of this one. Like that. I'm going to piggyback it over the top of that one like that. Just check the rest of the... All the pins are sitting nice and secure, and they are. Right. Put it back on. Okay. No anomalies there. Let's read this pin again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah ha 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 ha. Now look at that. Now I can see the pulse. I still can't see the low pulse, but I can see the pulse. There's something not quite right with that chip that's in situ in the board. I don't think it's driving its low pulse low enough. And that could very well be what's causing the hot start problem as well, because it could be that after the board's been on for a while, that U10 there falls over and it can never drive low enough, so it holds the enable for the 68681 high, and then we don't get the proper DTACK pulse there. So I'm going to change that chip out and we'll see what we get. Okay, board running again. Swap this chip in here. Now this is a new one, this is one I borrowed, but It's easy enough to get these new, so you just need to pop this one out and pop another one in. Stuart Miller could do it for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, see the difference? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can just see a faint low there as well. That's flashing away. See, take them both off, goes out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. You can see it flashing away there. You can hear the difference as well. The other chip was not driving low enough. No, it just goes to show you it's a good job I checked, because if I'd sent that board back and then it had gone off to run in the machine, it would have probably fallen over by the time it starts to run reels and alpha displays and lamps and whatnot. It would run the test ROM no bother, because all the test ROM is doing is accessing this. Actually, we could do with someone making a better test ROM. I might have a go at it myself. I need to find my 6809 programming book. It's been about 20 years since I've even looked at it. But yeah, all the test ROM does is it does a quick setup test on this. It does a RAM test here, and then it just accesses the output port on this to drive these. We could do a test ROM that will drive these and drive the outputs everywhere else as well, so we can see activity on here. I mean, yeah, it's running now. I'm going to leave it running and then see what happens when I take this off, because looking at the datasheets, I'm sure it shows the U30 there has some sort of internal pulling up going on with it, and that's why they get around the lack of pull-up resistance. I mean, I could leave that on, no bother, it's not doing any harm, but I want to see if it will run without it, because that was definitely at fault. But anyways, another thing to talk about, I've repaired this broken pin. That's not pretty, and I might have to add a jump wire underneath it, but I have repaired the pin. What I've done is I took another pin, I've tinned it up, soldered it on the top, and I'm going to put a jump wire underneath. I was at first going to change out the whole connector, but there's nothing wrong with that connector. It's just the power pin. You get 12 volts coming off that side, you get 12 volts coming off this other pin as well. So all I need to do is jump a wire from there up to there. I mean, I might still change the whole connector. I'm still waiting for the anti-static board bags to send this board out. But yeah, it's just, I'll not send it out until I'm 1000% happy with it, because this is running on someone's machine, for God's sake. It's not a case of just do a quick fix and yeah, that'll do. I'll run and then it runs for a few days and fall over. I want it to make sure it runs. So yeah, with any luck, that is every single processor fault. Anyway, remove for this thing. I mean, that one was definitely a fault there. Definitely a fault. But yeah, it's getting noisy in the kitchen, so bye for now. Right, let's see. So this has been on for about 4 hours. This is still disconnected. Let's see if I've actually solved the hot start fix as well without needing a pull up. So off, on, 2, 3, yeah. So, at U10, despite the board working, at U10 there, or at least the original one wasn't doing its job. Really strange fault, because the board was working. It must have been selecting this at some point for this to actually be doing anything. But it's 100% now. Well, it's close as I can get to 100% without that. Replacing that whole connector, but I can't see how you would be able to replace that connector. I fixed the pin. And there we go. Let's pan that to a wide shot. There's the two boards. This is the second one. I just temporarily put the cover on the first one now. They both work a trooper now, and hopefully they'll both live happy life in your machines. Okay, bye bye.